They are the reason that made me realize the importance of religious values.
Muhammadiyah has taught me it's okay to be different.
So the most important thing that they have done for me is to bring me back to my family as one.
They are former residents of the Muhammadiyah Welfare Home, a home which caters for the juvenile offenders or the neglected. The journey they had at Muhammadiyah changed their lives for the better.
If you believe in it so much, if you believe that you want something so bad, that no matter what, no matter how, no matter when, you put in all ounce of effort.
One of the very important things Muhammadiyah has taught me is actually, Muhammadiyah has given me direction. It has given me the direction and it has given me the desire to push on and to push harder. It has taught me that it's okay to be different. It's okay to have had to start from a different path, to go a different path. One of the characters that I have in myself is that even on the streets, I've always wanted to be the best. You know, why I got into so deep is because I always wanted to be on top. And when I entered Muhammadiyah, and like I said, you know, the officers here, the volunteers here, they actually taught me how to channel the anger, the frustration to other means. So when I came in here and the opportunity, thankfully I managed to pass my N-levels. So all my anger and frustration and my hatred, it was channeled to my education in terms of my O-levels. So basically that was, to me, this is my passport. Okay, this is my passport for greater things, for other things. Muhammadiyah is the point, my turning point where I changed, and I will always remember this place. So that is actually why I decided to come back here to actually mentor the kids. In the home, I sit down with them, talk to them. When a youth yourself, sit down and say, just over a cup of coffee or just sitting down and telling them, it's like they tend to listen because they know that you can actually empathize with what they're going through. You have been through what they've gone through. So they tend to listen more to you. But this is something that I have to do. This is something that is for the kids, because then they would see, then this would prove, that it is possible, it is possible, and well, I cannot fail.
When the police van brought me into the home, then I saw the place. The place looked scary, and I was uncertain and scared. When I saw the officers, I thought they are all heartless, you see. They all have the indifferent look on their face. Like just another kid admitted into the home. I was actually very vulnerable. So when the advice the officers gave me day by day, same advice, actually came to realize that my family is not the problem. The problem is me. I came with zero knowledge about religion. I learned from the home how to pray and how to read the Quran in Arabic and how to live a Muslim life. So the atmosphere in the home is a religious kind of atmosphere. It makes me feel calm and contented. The teachings of the home, they instill the importance of family, the importance of parents to us, the children. We went to shop for baju kurung for Hari Raya. I was very excited at that time, and happy when I got to wear that baju kurung for my home leave. For the first time, I felt I was given a second chance. Coincidentally, the tag also wrote second chance.
After I just discovered that I was adopted, I was very confused. I do not know how I should feel. Should I feel angry or should I feel sad or what should I do? I really do not know. It was really a confused stage for me at that point then. I do not know whether are they really loving me for who I am, or are they just pretending to love me because they have to. I stayed away from home a lot and I really mixed up with the wrong company, did a lot of things which I shouldn't be doing at that age. And yeah, one day the law caught up with me. When I was first sent to Muhammadiyah, I was afraid. I was afraid because I knew I'm going to lose everything, whatever my parents have given me, the comforts that I have, I'm going to lose all that. I'm going to, simple things like, I won't have my freedom to walk around the home, I won't have my aircon, I won't have my own personal space. I've learned to be much more modest and to appreciate what I have right now rather than comparing myself with others who might be less fortunate than I am. Yeah, so the encouragement from the counselors as well as the volunteers, they really showed me a lot, and everything that they have done, I really appreciate it. And yeah, overall, I've learned not to take things for granted as well, especially your family, because it hurts to be away from them. So yeah, right now I'm a much more appreciative person, I would say, because nothing can replace my family, really nothing. And I'm really very happy to be with them.
Without the help of volunteers, the home, being a non-profit organization, would not have been able to succeed the way they did today.
Just like any other volunteer, I don't think I'm any special, any different from the rest. There's a guitar teacher, so I'm a photographer that volunteers. So while I'm working there, if I pique their interest to take up photography, then for the better, I feel. Well, my most common form of interaction is this. The moment the lens goes up, right? People get curious of what I'm doing and everything, and this alone allows them to like break a boundary and just come closer to me and ask to look at the photographs and everything. Just pique their interest basically. So I don't have to do much. I just go there and do my job and they will come to me. You get the smiles on their faces, they know that people care. They know that the volunteers are there to help them out. So it kind of like does the work by itself. You know? I didn't have to do much, I just have to press the button. That's it. What they've given me so far as a photographer, they've given me a muse, something to work with. As a person, well, photography feeds my wallet, but the project working with Muhammadiyah feeds my soul. I feel that I'm interconnected no matter how far I go. I know that there are these people here that needs help. They need their story to be told. So what Muhammadiyah has given me is a way to keep myself grounded, to remember that I could have been there, I could have been a resident there, but I wasn't. So back to what Muhammadiyah did to me, I think they've given me a different perspective on life, simply by just doing what they do.
I was actually introduced about this home through the previous supervisor, Mr. Sufika. Previously, the homes were serviced basically by the polyclinics in the daytime, and then at night, if anything, will be to the emergency departments in the hospitals. That's how I ended up seeing these patients, particularly in the evenings when the polyclinics were not open. Bye. Okay, saya dengar periksa ni, awak ini budak. Yeah, I decided not to put any charges because basically these are people who need services, and being a charitable organization too, this home, okay, I don't think it's fair that I charge them. That's why I decided, you know, that basically these won't require much, and it's like a bit that I can contribute back to society.
These successes in the residence has translated to many past sponsorships, as people begin to see the part that MWH played in helping former residents to their journey by creating a fulfilling, well-rounded home for the boys.
Basically, we handle children that is being sent by the courts. Mostly all statutory cases. We consist of two groups of people running the home. Mainly the full-time staff, which is the ground staff and the rehab staff who are working, the case workers. And we have groups of volunteers that came in on ad hoc basis, and they come throughout the year. We have permanent volunteers that comes in as tutors, and they will stay with us. They will come in very regularly, but we also have a certain amount of volunteers that comes in from organization, from certain events that we conduct, and they will come in and help us with the work that we're doing. And in terms of funding, we receive per capita grant. Every child that comes into the home receives per capita grant from the MCYS. But the amount is not sufficient enough to run a home. Mainly the fund is used to run the home, the running of the home, the usage of electricity bill, water bills, the food that we provide, and the programs that we do. Also value-added programs that we get from organization that comes to us. When we had visitors that comes in, there are times when I will tell them that, okay, this is a job whereby you need the 2P. You need the patient and the passion. Without this, we can't survive. But there's the third leg to the whole thing. There's three pillars. One is the people out there that should come, support us, give us the donation that we need, come along with us with the journey. The volunteers, I must say there's the fourth pillar, the volunteers, that has to come in and be with us in this journey, and we'll be able to make it successful, God willing, yes.
As the former residents of the home have moved on to become successful adults, Muhammadiyah has also moved on, equipping itself to prepare for the residents of the future in a new environment.
I think Muhammadiyah, main thing at the end of the day that it has taught me is the direction. It has given me direction. It has given me the reason to push on.
To every resident, I really hope that please don't give up to change yourself and become a better person.
I hope people can see the good that Muhammadiyah has given me as well as others, and I hope there will be more volunteers and contributors who would come forward to support them in the future.
Muhammadiyah has undertaken the role with serious efforts in raising awareness and funds to the organisation to help enable the home with the utmost capabilities to provide for the residents.